This week on Police College, the recruits put months of training to the test as they hit the streets for the very first time. For some, it's a reality check.
Yeah, fuck the boot!
I thought, man, if everybody went nuts, there's a handful of cops.
And for others, it's a case of being thrown in at the deep end.
When I got there, I was thinking all hell's going to break loose.
Don't touch me!
Just leave it, okay?
Don't touch me!
With just 4 weeks until graduation, the recruits of Wing 223 have managed to survive basic training. And in the process, they've been taught everything from handling a patrol car to handling themselves. Though none of that compares to the real thing. This is Wellington Central, where cadets Rebecca Moxon and Michael Henwood have been assigned for field experience. And like any other component of their training, there are only 2 grades. Pass or fail.
I was really nervous going into the station because you just don't know what's out there. I don't know Wellington City very well.
And adding to the pressure is the fact they're starting on the toughest shift of all, Saturday night.
Any nerves that I would have had, I forgot about them because I was busy trying to calm her down.
Nervous or not, the duo soon find themselves in a briefing, after which they'll join more experienced officers on patrol.
Tonight's briefing is for Operation Hurricane. Hurricane tonight will be run in 3 phases.
And the first phase will involve policing the Hurricanes in the Super 12.
Tonight's game is the Hurricanes v the Brumbies. They're expecting a crowd of somewhere near 25,000 people.
Though their first shift doesn't finish with the final whistle.
I want you to stay in your piers and walk back through the city looking at any incidents of disorder or any crimes that are happening.
I was really looking forward to going out on foot amongst the crowds afterwards. That was what I was most excited about.
And phase 3 will take the recruits into the heart of Wellington's nightlife.
When I first heard that I could go in and do a night of station duty at the game and then later on in Wellington City, I was just excited.
Overseeing their first time on patrol will be officers Kirsty Bell.
Hi, Kirsty.
Hi, Kirsty.
And Greg Clark.
Greg. Rebecca. Nice to meet you.
There's no mistaking tonight is rugby night. And with Mike being a keen supporter, he thinks his police career has kicked off in fine style.
Probably people in the police that have been working for years that have never had the opportunity to work at a big rugby game, so I was really lucky.
Meanwhile, Rebecca is once again feeling overwhelmed.
I've never been to anything like it.
Originally from Papakura, she's following a family tradition by joining the force.
My father was in the police force and my uncles, and I loved listening to them. Obviously, you only hear about the fun and exciting stuff. You know, you don't hear the nitty-gritty bits.
Though after tonight, Rebecca will have a few stories of her own.
I was excited. You feed off the energy of the crowd and the atmosphere. Quite mind-blowing.
Tonight also marks the first time the recruits will be looked upon by the public as being fully fledged police officers.
There's thousands of people at the game and people are going to look at you. You're wearing the uniform. They don't know whether you're a recruit or whether you've been in the police for 10 years, and they expect you to act the same. And that was exciting.
But that's not the only excitement going on. Already, Rebecca and partner Greg have been called to their first incident of the night.
We got called to a guy that had been trespassed off the place. And he was carrying on and mouthing off when we went out there to help the other guys that were already onto him.
Upon arrival, it's clear this guy isn't going down without a fight.
Can I see some footage? Before I go out there, can I see some footage?
He turned around and started running back, and that was freaky because I thought, oh my gosh, what do I do? Do I grab this guy if he comes towards me?
Fortunately for Rebecca, her fellow officers take the brunt of it.
Why? I haven't fucking done shit.
Trespass.
Oh, that hurts.
Despite his obvious resistance, this fun-loving trespasser must be escorted from the stadium as peacefully as possible. though he's not going to make things easy.
Sorry, bro. All right, now, calm down, bro. Calm down, just take it, mate. Settle it. I've done nothing.
Even his friends have trouble calming him down. While most of the 20,000 people in attendance are here solely to enjoy the game, there is the odd person looking for trouble, especially when mixed with alcohol, which is no doubt a factor in the incident Mike and Kirsty have just been called to. It appears 2 excited fans have been taken out of the crowd, their crime taking Star Wars far too seriously.
How do you operate them?
Keen to learn, Mike assists with the interviews.
I was with Kirsty. She'd been in the police for 5 or 6 years. She wasn't just doing her job for the night. She was having to do something and then explain it to me, what she'd done and why, and that was quite important. That was part of the training.
Soon Mike will have to deal with this kind of situation without a minder, and it's something he's been looking forward to since his late teens.
While I was at university, I worked security at a nightclub to pay the bills. That was probably the first time I had a few inklings of joining the police.
Meanwhile, Rebecca and Greg have been called back to the gate, where the ejected trespasser is struggling to take a hint.
I didn't do fucking anything, man. You fucking pig. Where was I going to go, man? For fuck's sake, I don't want to go to no pub. I wanted to go home. You fucking sad bitch.
Despite her inexperience, Rebecca knows better than to worry about the abuse.
If you're going to let it hit home, then you're in the wrong job because you're going to experience a hell of a lot worse.
You fucking sad bitch. And you.
With the final score going to the Canes, it's time to shepherd the supporters from the stadium. And for Mike at least, it's been a quiet night so far.
The rugby was, there wasn't a lot of incidents. The crowd was really good, really well behaved. And if anything had happened, obviously we would have sprung to action, so to speak.
Rebecca's been temporarily teamed with a new partner. And their task is to enforce the liquor ban in the central city.
It's actually a liquor ban in town too, sir. Might want to tip it out or bring it down. Liquor bans, I wouldn't drink any more out in the street. Okay, mate? That's great. Excuse me, man, there's an alcohol ban in town. You mind tipping your beer out in there? And
Everybody's pretty compliant. They do as they're told.
thank you.
Everybody's just wanting to have a good time, and yeah, they've kind of stretched the rules a little bit.
But more importantly, taking part in this operation is bringing Rebecca closer to her goals.
Being taught all of the stuff and to be able to go out and actually put on their uniform and walk out into the public and experience what the uniform brings was really important.
Having watched and learned from her colleague, she now feels confident enough to take the lead.
You realise it's liquor ban here, eh?
Yeah, I know. I've got my drink.
Yeah? Do you want to empty it out for me, mate?
Yeah, you do feel like you're actually a real cop rather than a recruit at a college.
Phase 2 of Operation Hurricane may be complete, but Rebecca's night is only just beginning. Coming up, there's trouble in Wellington Central.
I've done nothing wrong.
And Mike's under fire.
Don't touch me.
Just leave it, okay?
Don't touch me.